Hola. Oh, you just came in here to take advantage of the free readings. You didn't come in here for me. You didn't come in here to really get a reading. You came in here to try to control things. I feel a sense of control. I feel a sense of control with you. You seem like you want to control things. Yeah, but you know, this is my channel. My channel. You know, my channel. It's not free. It's okay. I'm not saying it like that, but you know, this is a reading. Like, I read people's energy. Come off a little like, you know how you could be assertive, but you can also be aggressive? You got to balance that out. Like, how to assert yourself, but then how not to be aggressive. You know, got to come off a little more like, you get what I'm saying? Like empathic, I guess you could say. Oh my God, hey girl, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk about your this career job stuff. Like, since you got me on here, you got me. Let's talk about this job stuff. Let's like really get into it. Um, what's going on? Like, let's see. Like, what card is gonna come out for you? Let's see. Let's really get into this. Okay, so you got the hand of cards. Take it. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you need to be strategic. How does that sound? Strategy. So like I got this card. I want to show the card more so. Let me see if I could light up the screen a little bit more. Like, you need to be a little bit more strategic in the way you move. Like, I don't know if you know how to gamble a little bit. Like, invest a little bit over here, invest a little bit over there, invest a little, like, I don't know. What are your options? Like, do you have any options in jobs, in work? It says take a chance, take a risk. So I don't know. This kind of gives off you're gambling a little with your life, you're gambling with your life. You're not really showing the truth. And then there you should have more than one option is kind of what it's saying. Like you should have a strategy. Like, oh, if this plan A doesn't work, then this plan B is going to work. If this plan B doesn't work, then this plan C is going to work. You need to take more risks, is what it's saying. Like, you're not taking enough risks because those that risk, their reward is pretty big. And you're not taking enough chances. You're not being like, you're not acting as a go getter, okay? You're not hustling hard enough. This kind of gives off a hustler vibe. Like, you're putting all your eggs in one basket, basically. You need more than one basket. You want to put an egg over here, an egg over there, an egg over there, and then you want to see which one takes your bait. So like as far as your job, I feel like you're trying to control the outcome. Like, oh, I this job, like, is it gonna come by the end of the month? You're kind of giving it like a you're not being realistic about like timing. You're kind of trying to control it. I feel like you need to more so approach it with strategy. Like the way you're approaching the career job world is more, it needs to be more strategic instead of like, oh, I'm gonna put all my eggs in one basket and hope that by the end of the month they're gonna hire me. Let me see what else. Let me see what else. Let me see what else. Let's see what else. So that's that. Let's see what else. Yeah, look what came out. Five of Cups. This is like crying over spilled milk. This is a no. Like you're gonna be disappointed when this job doesn't come through for you. You're gonna be crying that it didn't work out. You're gonna be looking at your loss, like, dang, I lost time, I lost energy, I lost effort. So I gotta know you're too focused on negative energies. You might even be regretting not being strategic. There's still hope for the job, like finding a job, getting a job. There's still hope, but like you're too busy focused on what's not going to work. Like I said, you need to be a little bit more hustler, ambitious, investing in different industries, submit your application different places, pass your business card out to different people, introduce yourself to many people, many companies. You need to have a strategy, game plan, take more risks, take more chances. And then I see this happiness coming. This cup is overflowing for you. Okay, so that's my reading for you, Val. Devon, if you're here, let me know in the chat. If you're here, Devon, let me know. Hopefully that helped. Leave some feedback, and next time you come back, I'll try to give you like a really good reading as well. Keep me updated on what's going on. Devon, let's see what I feel about you. Your energy was irking me. At first, it was irking me, but let's see. Now I feel like you're a little bit more calm. Yeah, I mean, it was a little off. I feel like your energy was a little off. As a reader, like when you were coming in the chat, I was like, this energy is a little off. Like it's just something off about the questions you were asking. It was just like, what were you asking me? You were asking, am I gonna get the girl tonight? Is there any love coming to me? Am I gonna have enough money? And I was thinking to myself, these are things you should definitely know and be secure about as a king of wands, as a Sagittarius man. Like, what's going on? You're asking some questions that I felt like, dang, you should already have that in the bag. Like, yeah, it wasn't a good vibe. Like, and I kind of channeled that. I picked up on that, but I still was like, But now I feel like things are a little bit better now. I feel like the energy's a little better. I just got a new car. You see me affording my bills. See, you're still asking about the affording my bills part, and that's where it's throwing me off. I'm just like, what is going on? Like, but you don't have negative cards. You got the dragonfly. You got the dragonfly and the abundance card. That's not bad. Let's see what else. Okay, you got the two of swords. Hold on. Hmm. Can you hold on for like 2 minutes? I gotta go do something and then come right back. Then I can resume your reading. I have to be right back and then we can talk about these cards. But I put this I put this down on this seat because I didn't want to sit on this seat without it. You're looking at the seat. But anyways, I'm back. All right, Devon. If you're here, we'll do Devon. If Monroe is here, we'll do Monroe. If we do Clara, Chelsea, if you guys wait your turn, I can get to you. Okay. Like, I feel like the energy is better today. Like, I don't feel like you're in your head a lot. I feel like the dragonfly is talking about when it comes to affording your bills, everything is going to come to the light. You're just impatient and worried, and lack faith. But this is about it's going to happen. Like, you're going to find out, basically. It's coming to the light. You just need to adapt more. And as a Sagittarius, that's a Sagittarius thing, being adaptable And also, you're going through healing. You need to let go. Whatever you're focused on, heal. I think you have some childhood issues, maybe you're still needing to heal from. I think it's childhood. Could be abandonment, could be loss, could be sadness, anything. You're still healing from it because those are childhood wounds, and you gotta grow into some type of like faith based mindset. Anyways, look, everything's gonna work out. Continue to be lighthearted. That's your advice. You're gonna find out. It's a maybe. It's a maybe. You have some decisions to make, but I do see abundance here. The only thing you got to do is be positive because your positive energy, your positive thoughts manifests in real time. So if you want positive to come your way, you want positive to happen to your finances.
Thank you every time. Thank you.
Anyways, if you want that money, it's gonna come through being grateful. So like you have to like adapt to like a gratitude mindset, like a lighthearted mindset. You have to be more positive. You have to speak more positive to get what you want because you're manifesting everything by what you say, what you think. See, and this is where you're at right now. You're stuck in the middle. Like you feel like you're at a crossroads. Like you can't see where you're going, but you have two paths to go down. Like you can either choose this path or that path. Take the blindfolds off, start making better decisions with your life, better choices. Start merging your logic with your feelings more, and you're going to start making better choices and decisions, and stop being like blinded. Um you're at a middle ground, like you're in the middle right now. You're like in the gray area right now, basically. So when it comes to your finance, I feel like things are going to be fine as long as you manifest that abundance through healing, making changes, adapting, letting things pass, letting things come to the light, being lighthearted, being positive and grateful. Things are going to be more blissful for you in your finances, in your life, period. Yeah, and look, you're seeking help from psychics. I see you're seeking help from like intuitive women, women that seek God, trust their intuition. You're seeking help. I see that. So that's your read. That's your read. Let me know any feedback. Let me see who's here. I'm gonna call out these people. Yeah, just Sagittariuses are supposed to be optimistic. They're supposed to have good luck. Also, they rule the good luck. So you got to get in alignment with your good luck. Get in full alignment with your Sagittarius nature. Study who you are. You are optimist. So don't hang out with people that are negative, narcissists, all that. Get alone. Get with God. We're supposed to be God's favorite. So to see your blessings, you need to get alone, you know, pray. You need to pray. Prayer can be positive affirmations, a gratitude attitude. Okay, that's what you need. All right. All right. So Monroe, how I was feeling about you, it was like stale, stagnant, like boring, blah. I don't know why I was getting that. You're welcome. For the last few days, you've been asking questions in the chat. I was feeling like stale, stagnant, blah, boring. I don't know why I was picking that up. But let's see what comes out. And then also, I was getting like a fear energy. I don't know what's going on with your intimate connection or what's going on with your love life. Yeah, look what came out. You're addicted, you're codependent, you're obsessive, possessive, controlling, and you create blockages and restraints. So when it comes to your love life, you need to turn this all the way around. You need to turn this demeanor all the way around. You need to do a complete 360 and do the complete opposite of this, because this is not going to get you love or intimacy. This is going to get you toxic, low vibrational energies. Yeah. So I do see love life is not the best right now. Let's see what else is coming out for Monroe. Six of Cups, though, you can return back to somebody you already know, or you either want to go backwards to someone you know. It could be a good time coming up to meet someone new, though. But I feel like don't ruin it by being codependent, controlling, obsessive, addictive. You know, you could go back to someone or you can meet someone new. Six of Cups talks about innocent times, innocent vibes, meeting someone that you already know or meeting someone new, being kind, being good to them, being nice. Um, but I do see you're longing for a reunion with someone. But I would say be mindful to not get addicted to love. Don't get addicted to people. Don't get addicted to the feelings. Don't get addicted to anything. Try to detach yourself from addictions when it comes to your love life. So that was for you, Clara. I will put your name in the chat when you're next. Clara. Let me see if I can get some more light. You're welcome. Clara. Will I get the 28 River Rock Roadhouse I'm trying to buy? Girl, why are you asking a tarot reader that? That is all dependent on your paperwork being great and your money being great. You know that. That's you talking to your lender and the real estate agent, and why would you ask me that? Let's see what comes out for you, Clara. Not enough came out. Frustrated, ego, fear, jealousy, lacking confidence. That's why you're asking me, because you're lacking confidence. You're going to self sabotage it. What's going on? Frustrated, lacking confidence, self sabotaging due to fear and ego issues, jealousy. You're jealous that a lot of other people are wanting it. You're going to be upset that if you don't get it, you don't even feel like you deserve it or like you're gonna get it. You might not even get it because the way you feel, the way you're thinking. Yeah, look, you got the Page of Cups reversed. So that means issues. You got issues twice. Childhood problems, sexual abuse, bad news, unfulfilled dreams. I don't think you're gonna get this dream fulfillment. It's saying no, you're not gonna get this dream fulfillment. If you don't feel good about it, that's a sign. Let's see the bottom. Heart with a key. Yeah, somebody's going to get it. Heart with a key. All right, hopefully that gives you something. Chelsea. That's the next person. We're going down the chat. We're going down the chat. We're going down the chat. You're welcome. Hopefully that keep trying, don't give up on your dreams. I wouldn't give up on my dreams. I would just keep working at it. Chelsea's not here. Let's move on to the next person. Peradaban. If your name pops up in the chat, it's your turn. Make sure you're here when you're called, or I'm moving on to the next. Okay, if they're not here, we're going to move on to that person. And then for this person or this person, those are the next people. All right, synthesized. Synthesize. I don't really do readings for you as much. Let's see what you gotta say. Is my crush feel? You know, a crush is just an infatuation, and it's not realistic. It's the fantasy that you put in your head of the person, and the person's not really what you think they are. Huh? You didn't know that, huh? Yeah, you need to research what a crush is. It's not a realistic partner. It's really stupid. It's really like, if you don't know what a crush really means, that means you're not doing your homework. A crush is actually toxic. It's not like a divine masculine, divine feminine. It's not divine. But if it's not meant, you can't force it. So you need to start thinking about, well, who is divine? That's like the mature approach to love. The mature approach to love is, who is the divine counterpart? Divine is God. So who does God have for you? You get what I'm saying? If you try to manipulate it, like, oh, I want this person to be for me, like, it's never going to work. If you try to control it, it's never going to work. If you try to force it and you try to persuade and you're trying to, like, because real love, you don't really have to, like, do anything, say anything. Real chemistry, real bond, real love, it's natural. It's natural. It's natural. It's harmonious. When you were called, you weren't here, so we got to move on. So I'm just gonna pull a card and see 2 cards and see what comes out for you for your love life. Like, what is going on? You got the butterfly and the phoenix. Okay. Relationship. So basically, when it comes to this person you ask about, do they feel the same way about you? I feel like you need to grow a little bit more. I don't want to say grow up. Don't get offended if I say grow up. But the butterfly talks about healing your inner child. So it's something about your inner child that's still not healed yet. Like, what haven't you grown out of when it comes to healing your inner child? You still have some growth and some things to learn. Like, what, like, I don't think you knew what a crush really was about. I don't think you really know what a divine counterpart's about. So I feel like once you kind of like work on healing yourself a little bit more, growing up a little bit more, I feel like you could take your relationships to the next phase. Like a butterfly, like how a butterfly grows and opens up and like goes through the phases of like growth. I feel like it's a process when it comes to your love life and this person. Okay. There is some type of chance, though. The Phoenix talks about a new phase. Like, you got new phase twice. So there could be a reunion with this person after growth. You got growth twice. You got grow up or growth twice after transformation. You in a changed mindset. Maybe you're going to change your mind. Maybe they're going to change their mind. After healing the inner child, the relationship could actually go somewhere or evolve or be more. But it's going to require some work. Don't be a simp. Don't be no simp now. Don't be overextending yourself. See, look, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Something was off. I knew something was off here. Something didn't feel right to me. Something was kind of like red flag. Five of Pentacles talks about a temporary hardship with this person. You and this person are left out in the cold. You guys are not putting any work or effort into this connection. Hold on.
FFD.
Okay. So yeah, there's some type of temporary hardship going on. Like you guys are not putting effort into the connection. There's like loss here. There's like pain here. There's poverty mindset. So poverty mindset, you guys are struggling. And it's adversity and it's like a hard time right now. Like you guys don't have any faith. You guys are not seeking godly counsel. Like I said, there's no divine energy here. There's a need to grow. There's a need to transform, to get out of this cold place that you guys are in. So I think it's trying to tell you to grow a little bit more. You need to grow. I think like you kind of being a little simpish is kind of a little where you need to kind of grow there as well. Like don't be too simpish. Don't be too like attached. Don't be too codependent. Don't be too needy. Don't be That's a childhood wound. You're trying to like heal your childhood wound through her, like a mom issue or something, like an abandonment. Try your best to rely upon the divine, God. She has to build her own relationship with God. And a relationship only works through God, really, to be honest. And that's what a grown up would understand. So that's my reading for you is like, right now, I don't think it's the time. I don't think she's really thinking about you. I think it's a time to kind of grow before you can go on to the next phase in this connection. Is there a chance? I think so, but it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a challenge. And it's going to test your faith. Yeah, look, work on it. Work on it. Rebuild it. Build it on better foundation. Can't come off like, oh, crush, crush. Crush is like immature. It's like young. It's like middle school, you know? It's kind of like infatuated, but not really knowing who that person really is. Like, so that's my reading for you. I hope that helped you, guided you somewhere, got you on the right track, get you on the right track, do your own work, do your homework. Let's see who's next. Joanna. Joanna's next, and then Rolla. Honestly, if you're here, I'm just going to put, if you're here, drop your question. Because I don't know. People come in and out of the chat. Rolla, I see you. You came here yesterday. All right, we're going to do Joanna, Rolla, and then Tenant. If you guys stay in the chat. All right. People come and go. Anyways, Rolla, I see your question. Let me see who, Joanna. Does my twin flame ever think about me? Or is it all in the past? This is who we're on. Joanna, you give off vibes of like very like Joanna, you give off vibes of really uncertain about yourself. Like, I don't know, I just pick up on this uncertainty about you. Like, you're not even like sure about anything in your life. Like, what is going on? What is going on? Joanna. Heart with a key and palm tree. That's good. Let me see what else comes out for you. When it comes to this question of Joanna's twin flame. Oh, you got a reverse card. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I was kind of feeling like this. Like you're not very certain about yourself because you're lacking some balance. You don't have no organization. Like your thoughts are not organized. Your balance is off. You don't know how to prioritize. I don't know if your money is like, hold on.
It,
That's crazy. Anyways, Joanna, I just feel like you're not making great decisions when it comes to your priorities. I think you're prioritizing the wrong things, but when it comes to your love life, your twin flame person, you have met somebody that you have given your heart to. So like it's like nothing to really say. It's like you already kind of given your heart away to somebody, whoever this is, your twin flame. Um I feel like you think this is a perfect connection maybe, but your stability and your security is like really important, and I feel like your priorities are disorganized. You should probably prioritize love a little bit later. Take care of your finances first, or your person is more focused on maybe finding some organization in their priorities because there's some lack of balance here, lack of like bad decisions like when it comes to their priorities. But I feel like you have given your heart away, or they gave their heart away to you. I just feel like this person you're asking about, this could be the one that you love or they love, vice versa. But what's important is your stability and your security, and growing up is more important too. So you got to maintain flexible with your life. You need to find balance in everything: work, love, money, get a little bit more stable. Yeah, because look, Six of Pentacles, that talks about giving more than the other. Somebody here is giving more than the other. It's imbalanced. So you got imbalanced twice, like especially when it comes to like money and work and like relationships, is a lack of like balance or imbalance, uncertainty. But there is somebody here that you feel like is the one, like that helps you open your heart. Okay, so for your whole twin flame thing, I gotta know, but you do have somebody here that you really like, that you think is the one that's perfect for you. But I feel like there is some like chaos or confusion in that. That's what I got for you. For Joanna. All right. Next, Rolla and then Tenant. Rolla, are you here? Let me know. Rolla, I haven't really read you. You came in my chat yesterday. You weren't here when you got called. You missed your turn. You have to wait until after Tenant. I can do you after Tenant. So Rolla, I feel like you're a little confused yourself. Let's see. What's the future between KQ, Aquarius, and A, Pisces? I only speak English, so I can't pronounce these names. What's the future between KQ, Aquarius, and A, Pisces? Okay. It's okay. Someone is obsessed. They are obsessed with this person. One person is stalking the other person, and they're focusing too much on the other person. And it's also like a friendship. For now, it's a friendship, it's not a relationship. This is what it's saying: friendship and stalking. So, what's going on here? What's the future? Ooh, yeah, this is not good. Five of Swords talks about self sabotaging, like walking away from each other, not getting along, ego clashing, saying the wrong things, thinking the wrong things, being intimidated, being bullied, having pain in the thoughts, failure, deception. It's not a good future for now. I mean, things could change. You can always change your mind, but it's saying like You guys need to like be more like, you guys work on the friendship, basically, is what it's saying. Work on the friendship, build the friendship, meet up and talk as friends only. Enjoy the moment of friendship. Right now, it's being like a stalker, like stalking the person. And it's gonna cause conflict and you're gonna feel like a failure. One of you are gonna feel like you're sabotaging things. So I think the advice is to make sure you build the foundation of friendship first. So then you guys can be soulmates. Then you guys can have a soul contract and agreement. Yeah. This is an ending. This is walking away. This is feeling defeated. This is not going to work the way it's going. All right. So that's what I got. Tenant, your turn if you're here. Tenant, if you're here, let me know. If tenant's not here, then all right, you're here. Should I tell my family where I'm going when I leave this second? What? Okay, simple to the point. All right. Should he tell his family where he's going? If you're he or she. Tenant, should they tell their family? Addicted, codependent, separation. Dang. So basically this is giving you need to become, okay, you need to be more independent. You need to be more independent. Don't tell them, possibly. It might be don't tell them because codependent is coming out. Codependency causes blockages. And then look, separation. You're going to be separating from them or something. And you're very unsure of yourself. Let's see what else. Seven of Cups. Yeah, no, don't tell them. Seven of Cups talks about focusing on your dreams, your goals, your fantasies, the illusions, the delusions, like daydreaming, thinking about all your options, places, people, things that you can do, being in your head, being in your feelings. Don't manifest the whole, like, don't manifest the contact because I do see separation. So separate yourself from the sadness. Separate yourself from the addictions and go about your day about following your dreams and manifesting your goals. That's my advice. Yeah, but that's dumb. I'm a grown ass woman. Are you grown? Are you a grown child or are you a child? Because I just want to know, am I talking to a grown up or am I talking to a child? Because, grown ups, they don't care about all that. Grown ups are the boss. You don't sound like a boss. You sound like an employee, like a child. But that's how a child thinks. So you got to question yourself like, am I grown? Am I an adult? Or am I still a child? And dependent on my parents and care about what they think? Or am I a badass adult that can handle everything coming my way? You got to question that for yourself. So that's my advice for you is like, might want to prove to yourself that you're an adult. Yes. So I'm going to call people out who's in the chat. Whoever stays in the chat can get a reading. You're welcome. Hopefully that helps you figure something out. And then the next person after that would be and then Ran. That's the next three people. Okay. All right. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Perdaban. Let me see your question. How does Taurus current feelings about Virgo? Okay, straight to the point. What is Taurus feeling for Virgo? What is Taurus feeling for Virgo? Healthy choices, but in separation. Are you guys in separation? But making good choices though. So maybe you guys separate to make better choices in your life. Hold on. They get on my nerves. Anyways, healthy choices. Taurus and Virgo. I feel like separation vibes, but to make better choices. Somebody is separating from somebody to make better choices, to be happier in life, to like do healthier things. They're focused on their health is their wealth, but they are separating themselves from somebody. Let's see what else. Yeah, this person is actually a fucking catch. This is the catch. This is somebody who's either a mom who has kids or they are thinking about like their feminism. They're very feminine, very attractive. They are the apple of somebody's eye here. Like, yeah, the Empress is somebody that's like a wifey type. Like, she's like, so I guess yeah, I feel like this woman, this mother, maybe she had a kid or she's thinking about how she could have had a kid. Yeah, she's making better choices for her life after she separated from somebody. That's what she's focused on. Maybe motherhood, her beauty. She's feeling like harmonious because she's been focused on like positive things. In love life, too, she feels like whoever she's dating next is going to be a healthy choice. Um, but she knows she's attractive. She knows she can get anybody, the person who likes her, or really thinks she's hot, you know. And yeah, she definitely did separate from somebody. So that's kind of still in her energy, though. That's kind of her shadow. She doesn't know what her future holds, but she knows she can be a great mother or a good wife, and she would make really good choices, whoever the she is here. So, yeah, that's what I got. And then whoever this Taurus is, the man, he's showing up too as the shadow. Wow, this person wants to commit to her. Whoever is the moneymaker, the male here, the earth sign male, the King of Pentacles is like a guy who wants to give her like some money. Like he's infatuated with money. He's trying to make a bunch of money so he could provide. Trying to be her new hubby or boo. Um, wow, she probably knows this. Okay. Very passionate. There's a lot of chemistry there. Yeah, there's a new person. All right. So that resonated. Okay. Hopefully that helped you in some kind of way. That's the next person, and then ran. So if you're here, let me know. All right. Let's see. I cannot tell you what he texted you and deleted. And you blocking him and you never met him. That's messy as fuck. But I am gonna pull cards for you. I'm gonna see what comes out. But god damn, why is that so messy? That's so messy. That's so messy. You know that's messy as fuck. That's confusing as fuck. Let's see, what do you need to know about this David person? David person. Heart with a key. See, you still ask about this person because, like, you secretly still like them. Like, regardless, it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter how they make you feel. You still have like feelings for them. Could be vice versa. It doesn't matter. You got unconditional love here. And you like this person. You think this person could be like the perfect match for you. It's weird. It's for weird vibes. Like, why would you do all that if you still have your heart is open to this person? Like, this is someone you want to welcome in. This is someone you want to give your heart to. Like, you want to meet this person and vice versa. It could be vice versa, right? So, what's going on with this David person? Yeah, but look, Seven of Wands is kind of like that energy of protecting the connection, defending each other, defending self, and standing up on what you believe in. It's kind of like you guys are both kind of like standing up for what you believe in and kind of being on the defense with each other because it's like, oh, I feel this way and I feel that way, or I think this way and I think that I'm standing on it. Like this is kind of like being defensive, but also protecting the relationship still. Things are in neutral. It's like neutral vibes right now. It's like gray area right now. It's like you're still trying to control each other with the blocking and the judging and like, but it's like all over the place. It's messy because you still like this person and no matter what happens you still want to deal with this person. So it's kind of like you need to figure out what is it, like why are you so toxic, why is it toxic, get out of that toxic gray area and kind of understand yourself, like why are you doing this. you know you're fighting, yourself, you're fighting your feelings, you're fighting, and it's not like healthy. So what you want to do is, what do you believe in? You need to focus on your belief system, you need to focus on your values, your principles, your morals. Do you have that in alignment with each other? Do you guys have values, morals, principles in alignment, belief systems in alignment? I think that's where it's at right now. Y'all trying to find some type of alignment with what y'all believe in and trying to figure out, like, are we on the same journey? So maybe, you might be. I feel like if you learn to open up your heart a little bit more, stop judging him, maybe this might be a good person for you. But that's up to you, what you believe in and stuff. See, look, Eight of Swords. Well, this is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is you being confused as hell, you crying, like not getting the peace you deserve, like peace of mind. You kind of just trusting the fears, the anxieties, the illusions. Like you need to get to the peaceful place again. Where, like, do you want peace with this person? Like, do you want love? Do you want love? Do you want to fall in love? Like, either or person. It takes two. It takes two. So it's not just you here. So same thing goes for this David person. Like, I think he's confused, but I think you're confused too. Anyways, there's unconditional love. So that means whatever happens, you guys will forgive each other and might give it another chance. So I see maybe you guys will give it another chance. So that's good. Ren, if you're not here, I'm moving on. Yeah, you need to heal. You need to heal. Release what doesn't serve you. Meditate, pray, rest, talk to friends, ask for help, uh, get to know yourself a little bit better, work on yourself, do the whole shebang. Take yourself out to dinner, treat yourself better. Like, that's the way love is harmonized. Then you can harmonize. And that has to happen with both people. So, good morning. Can I be added to the list? Rand, post your question. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm going to pin your comments. forgot to pin something. Brand, post your question. Or we're moving on to the next. All right, we're moving on because no question. Now it's this person's turn. All right. I don't see your question. It's not in the chat. I want to know what R is currently feeling for me. No contact. If a person's not in contact with you, it could be one or two things. So let's see. Healing. That's what I was actually thinking about. Talking. Okay, they're thinking about wanting to talk to you, but they're still healing. And they like their freedom. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah. See, oh, yeah. Okay, let me break it down. Let me tell you. This person is thinking about contacting you, talking to you, but if they rush this healing phase, because they got to heal, they're toxic. If they rush this connection, if they rush back in, they're going to hurt your feelings because they're not healed. This is a temporary hardship. Where you guys are not supposed to be seeing each other. Don't put in no effort. Don't put in no work. Like it's out in the cold situation right now because y'all both are kind of poverty mindset. You guys are not rich mindset. You're not wealthy mindset. You guys are poverty mindset. You guys are poor mindset. Your mindsets are not right. Your mindsets are like rushing. Your mindset's about rushing, being opinionated, being controlling, just rushing, taking action, doing whatever, saying whatever, and that's how you hurt each other. So there's a need to heal the heart space because it gets toxic, it gets greedy, it gets addictive, it gets heartbreaking. So healing is really more important here right now when there's no contact. This is no contact, basically. But look, talking came up. Talking, interested in talking again. They're still interested in talking, but they're just not because it's not the right time. They're still healing. So that's your answer. Yeah. Hopefully that helped. Ran, your question's not showing up. Isha, I don't know why you get on my nerves, but like you irk my nerves. You know why? Because you repeat the same question and it gets obsessive. Like you're obsessed with this person. I hate that. I really hate that. It's just because I'm just like the opposite of obsession. Like I don't really like being obsessed with people. That gets on my nerves. Like I hate obsession. I hate that. I'm a freedom lover, so I love freedom. So I'm the opposite of obsession. But you ask about this person too much. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But let's see what comes out. Because it's not up to me. Let's see what comes out. What's this person's next action towards you? Because clearly they're not taking action, right? Yeah, they're not taking action. They're actually going the opposite direction from you. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you get on their nerves. I think you get on their nerves. That's what it is. You get on their nerves. Let's see. All right, Isha. We got 4 cards. Yeah, so this person is not taking action towards you yet because they're running away from you in the opposite direction. You get on their nerves because you're codependent. You're very like fearful. You're scary. You have way too much fear in your heart. You're not confident. You're actually operating out of heartbreak. you're being doormatted, you're being bullied, you're being picked on, you're playing the victim, you're in victim mentality, you're too much of a victim. And that's why this person's like, I don't want to go towards this person when they're like that. I want to run away from them. The answer right now is to rebuild the connection again. You're going to have to work on your personality, and able to rebuild this connection, to get a second chance with this person, for this person to come back towards you, because I do see a reconciliation one day. I feel like one day you will have a reconciliation with them, but it's going to be after a spiritual awakening. After you guys like work on yourselves and reevaluate your lives, reevaluate the relationship, think about it again, rejudge the person, rejudge the situation, kind of rebuild it, work on it. I feel like you guys could come back towards each other. This person could come back towards you one day. Okay, but it's going to be very slow, because I see karma. I see karma, but this person could come back one day towards you with love. You get what I'm saying? But right now they're running away in the opposite direction, because you give off too much fear, victim mentality energy, and too much codependency. So you need to work on that. Work on that. So that's what I got. I don't know why I kept feeling that vibe of like codependent, obsessive, repeating the same question, annoying. It gets annoying. I don't know why I kept getting that, but that's what I got for you. So, Ran, your question's not working out. Okay, so I see it now. We'll do you, and then we'll do Katurdi. If I talk to the woman I was checking out on Facebook, would things go well in a long-term relationship? Let's see. Let's see. I see your question. Let's see. If you talk to this woman, there's going to be a one-sided relationship. It's going to be imbalanced. Okay, so look, it's some type of love bombing. Like if you were to love bomb this person and tell them, oh, they're so gorgeous and you're so amazing, and oh, you have the best this, and like let's say if you love bomb them, it's going to end up becoming a narcissistic type of paradigm. Like it's not going to be an empath connection. It's not going to be a divine connection. It's going to come off like a self-absorbed narcissist type of love bombing connection. And it needs balance. You need to balance and prioritize your priorities. Like, what are your priorities? Are you working? Do you have family? Do you have things that matter in your world? You need to really see, where is love at on your list, because it seems like you just want to kind of like be a narcissist. Like you want this person to like stroke your ego. It's like an ego thing. I don't know if that's right. You need to tell the truth though. If you talk to this person, you need to tell the truth and be honest about who you are, what your intentions are, what your priorities are. And I see one person here is going to give more than the other. One person is going to support the other person more. It's going to be some type of like give and take. There needs to be some type of give and receive balance here. It cannot be one sided, narcissistic, ego stroking, not talking about the truth, So, yeah, be mindful that if you do talk to this person, you need to show them honor. You need to show them truth. You need to give them a revelation. Okay, you need to show them you have priorities. You need to show them that you're there to support them if they're there to support you. So yeah, that's what I got. That's what I see. Katuri, if you're here, or if not, I'm gonna go on to the next person. Hello. I have like I have like a few more minutes to do live audio readings and then I can start doing typed. Gila. We'll do Gila and then we'll do Anita. Does LP have more than enough than the budget for what I'm asking now? Let's do you let's see. Does LP have more than enough than the budget of what you're asking them for? I got it. What? Well, the first card that came out was a no. But look, you can manifest it. So basically, I gotta know this person is somebody here is in fear. They need to pray on this. And I got you can manifest money if you know how to keep a positive gratitude mindset. But there's some type of battle, ongoing battle here that you're going to have to persevere from. And there's going to be some type of failure. So I think there's something that's not going to work out, and you're going to have to pray and meditate on positive thoughts and able to manifest abundance. You're going to have to be more grateful. I don't think you're being grateful enough. You need to come off with a gratitude attitude. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. I deserve this. I'm so abundant. Or, something more gratitude attitude and able to manifest this money. Okay. Things will pick back up eventually. I do see progress coming in, things coming in, good news coming your way eventually. But I feel like you need to go through this process of like being more positive to manifest that money because it might not come as easily. It might be a battle. That's what I see here. Anything can change though. You're welcome. Okay, next. These are the next people. Anita, what is coming towards me in the month of September? What is coming towards Anita? A new relationship? Moving on from your past, a new relationship? Somebody that you want to give your heart away to? Yeah, somebody that's going to be fair with you. Some type of person that's got some money. Okay, you might meet somebody that's fair, balanced, maybe a Libra energy, somebody that's loving, that might give you some money. I see like marrying into money. You're moving on from something of your past. Okay, so I see a new relationship. It's going to be good. It's going to be fair. It's going to be perfect, balanced. I see money coming, maybe marrying into money. Yeah, you're going to feel good about this, whatever's coming. Yeah, you're going to be feeling real good about this person. This person is going to give you some good vibes. That's what I got for you. Ann Schumann, are you here? If you're here, I don't like your question. I don't like the question, but we're going to get into it. What's going on with this Zoa person and submission? What's this submission shit? Yeah, look, somebody don't like this. Somebody don't like this. But I do see the Six of Cups and the King of Swords. All right. Somebody not feeling this submission stuff because the girl with the snake talks about someone being real empathetic towards the other and the other one being very ego based narcissist. There's an empath and a narcissist here. Somebody's stroking someone's ego and it's coming off like an empath narcissist. Someone's trying to use the other person or charm the other person into something. There needs to be boundaries between these two, I guess. There's a need to make new memories with this person that are based on innocence, goodwill, kindness. You could get with this person or go back to this person. That's fine, but it can't be based on submission. It has to be based on goodwill, kindness, innocence, playfulness. It has to be childhood like. It cannot be narcissistic, egotistical, controlling, being charmed or used. And whoever the man is here, they do want something honest and truthful and conventional. They do want something, real logical and honest. So I do see that here. They're kind of detached from their feelings, though. Whoever the man here is, you are detached from your romantic side. That could come off kind of like unkind, but you're more logic. Like you want to communicate. Like you want to cut through the clouds, cut through the bullshit. Whatever is like foggy, you want to cut the clouds. You can go back to this person, but you need to be honest. You need to be conventional. You need to be truthful. You need to be rational. You need to have manners. You have to be kind. You have to be thoughtful. You have to be innocent. You can't be controlling this person. That comes off narcissistic. That's not loving. That's not unconditional. You cannot come off like that. You have to come off like innocent, playful, childhood, good energy, make new memories. You cannot come off like, oh, I want to just trap this person. Because submission is like trapping. Can't come off like that. That's not kind. You have to come off calm, with morals, with ethic, with integrity. You need to be a grown up and have better, principles about yourself. Do not ever ask a girl or think of a female as submission. She's going to run away from that. That's not something you want to ever bring up, ever talk about, ever ask. That comes off as a red flag. Nope, you can't want for nothing. That's not innocent. That's controlling. That's manipulative. That comes off negative. That's not positive. You have to be more positive towards this. You have to talk about her positives. What does she do that you like? You cannot come off negative. See, that's what you're being cold hearted. The King of Swords is about a cold hearted, detached person. That's not right. That's not good. It's not about what you want. Men, it's not about what you want. Like you got to put your ego to the side. You got to put your pride to the side. Like that's not love. Love is unconditional. So if you're in this relationship with a snake, like the snake is not probably her. The snake is you. Like you can't come off like that. You got to make some changes. So basically, you got to make some changes, transform a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come off like a freedom lover. Give her freedom. Give her choice. Give her choice. Give her freedom. Flirt with her. Be kind to her. Come in and out of her life. Don't commit right away. Just be fun and happy and nice. Like don't come off too serious. This is kind of giving serious. Come off like the favorite friend, the favorite homeboy. I know you want to probably be with this person or be this person's authority figure, but you got to come off like offering her a cup of love. You got to offer her gentlemanness. Like if you're too controlling, you got to set boundaries. Or maybe she's setting boundaries. If you're too controlling, she senses a red flag. Maybe she's setting boundaries from you. She don't want to enable your behavior. So you might want to just work on your behavior if you really want this. Yeah. So that's what I got. Yeah, the snake. For some reason I attract snakes, but I don't get along. I'm not supposed to be compatible with snakes. But one of my friends was a snake. Why are you still asking me for advice? Why you can't come up with your own? Like, what don't you get? I just gave you all the advice. What about what? How do you not have the understanding of how to behave like an adult? You get what I'm saying? Like, how do you not know how to behave? How do you not know how to treat somebody with honesty and love and respect? So these are questions you gotta ask yourself. Like, pull back, really. Like that's the best thing you can do is kind of pull back from saying wrong things, thinking wrong things. You always want to be graceful, you always want to be gracious, you always want to come off with manners, you always want to come off like, I don't want to interrupt anybody, I don't want to hurt nobody. You always want to come off with good intentions. No, I wouldn't say too much. I would say the right things and not say the wrong things. But that's my advice. Good luck. I'm about to go to breakfast, so I'll be on another time. This was fun. I had a good time talking to you guys. Cause truly I was gonna do you. And this person just came in. I guess I can answer you guys real quick, whoever's left. Oh, I don't like to talk about that person. I don't give that person attention. We been done with that one. I don't, yeah, and I would actually ask you to stop watching that person. You know, so we don't entertain ungodliness. Obviously, it doesn't affect me. You know, no manners, no grace, no godliness. You're welcome. All right. So who else is here? I can answer them really quick. If you're here, I can answer you really quick, or I'm gonna get off of this app because I gotta go to breakfast. So whoever's here, I got like 5 minutes. So I'm going to breakfast. No, we don't focus on negative energies. It doesn't hold no weight. Nope, nope. We don't care. All right, guys. I'll be back on. I'm gonna go to breakfast.